Hey guys, today we are making some delicious strawberry ice cream. Keto, of course, but of course I can't just make any just strawberry ice cream. I'm going to be making strawberry rhubarb pie ice cream. The base can just be strawberry and you can add whatever you like. And the reason why I haven't done a strawberry ice cream yet is because getting strawberry extract in the flavor of strawberry is a pain in the butt. I got this, and this adds the right amount of strawberry flavor that isn't gross tasting, like not artificial strawberry, and it's 4 carbs for 1 scoop. So it makes this whole batch 14 grams of net carbs. Because with this, because there's some gums and stuff in it and thickening agents, because you're supposed to just add milk, we can add less heavy cream and more of our alternative milk that cuts the carbs down. Now, I'm making a huge batch of ice cream. You're going to be making a third of a recipe that I'm making for your own. I'm doing 24 ounces, so you'd be only doing 8 ounces of heavy cream. Make sure you shake your heavy cream. Very clumpy nowadays. Make sure you get right down on there. All this is going into a big pot. And then, like I said in the other video, I use this now because there's no nuts. I'm trying to keep it as nut-free as possible, but of course there's still people that are allergic to coconut. But it's only 1 carb for a cup. Pretty low. I need 40 ounces of this. You're only gonna need 12. So I need quite a bit of coconut milk. 32. Another 8 ounces. I'm going to be doing 3 scoops of this powder. I haven't actually tried it on its own. I'm not a big, people love the strawberry Nesquik and stuff. I never drank that as kids, so. But I'm guessing that's kind of what it tastes like, because it definitely smells kind of reminiscent of that, I feel like. And because this also has, like, the ingredients, it's coconut cream powder, it has the gum in there, we don't have to add any gelatin to this recipe. So we need allulose and some monk fruit sweetener in here. Now, because the MCT oil powder also has some sweetness to it, we do cut down on the sweetener a little bit compared to my other ice cream recipes. I'm doing 240 grams of allulose. You're only doing 80, which is roughly a half cup. I always get different measurements when I try to measure allulose though. And then I'm doing 60 grams of classic monk fruit. You can also do golden. The reason I do 2 different sweeteners is because if you do all straight allulose, your ice cream will be insanely soft, like almost like mush, melted soft. You need some monk fruit, erythritol in there, or something else sweetener wise besides allulose or xylitol. Xylitol does the same thing to keep it from being too soft in the freezer. So that's it for that. It's going on heat. I just keep it on the highest setting here because it's an induction burner, no flames. But if you're doing gas, I would keep it at a medium heat, and you're going to be whisking this to get all the sweetener dissolved. And then the only other thing I add to this besides 6 eggs, which you'll only be doing 2, is a tablespoon of strawberry extract, which I use Olive Nation as much as possible for like extracts that are kind of hard to get the right flavor for. Still, it's really hard to get a strawberry flavor from just using this extract. I tried it in making like a strawberry chocolate. It didn't really work. And then 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So you'll be doing 1 teaspoon of each. But you don't want to add that until you're done tempering your eggs. I have it ready to go. So this is how I work in the bakery. I got my 6 eggs. I got my extract ready to go. I'm whisking up my mixture as it's heating. And I have a ladle ready to go because I don't have a pot with a handle, so it's going to make it really hard to temper hot cream with eggs without having a ladle. And then once I get it all combined and tempered, I'm going to be straining it into a bucket. So I have my bucket set up, ready to go. And then this has to chill before I churn it. And I also will probably add a tiny bit of red food coloring because no one would know it's strawberry, especially once all those little flecks of pink go away and it's like all one mixture. So I might add a couple drops of that. And then while that's heating, I have a batch of my pie dough, which is basically my puff pastry without it being folded a bunch of times. I'll link my Dutch caramel apple pie up in the corner here. That's where you can find this recipe and how to make this pie dough. So in the bakery, I make a 6 times batch, and I weigh it out evenly into 6 discs, put it in a Ziploc bag, and freeze it. That way I always have pie crust on hand. And that's a good time saver even for at-home cooks. If you're planning on baking all over winter time and your first pie you do, make a 6 times batch, freeze it, you'll have it for the rest of the winter. So I'm gonna get this rolled out and baked because we're just putting flakes of pie crust throughout my ice cream. And just like pie dough, I do big batches. This is not quite jam-like, it's like a strawberry sauce. So I'm gonna put some of this in my ice cream swirled in, and then I made a big batch of rhubarb jam when my friend gave me a bunch of rhubarb from her garden. So I had a big batch of this, and I've already made a couple batches of this ice cream for selling at the bakery. So I'll probably use the rest of this for my big batch of ice cream. Now, if I figure in this plus about that much rhubarb and some strawberry, my ice cream comes to about 4 grams for 2/3 of a cup. So 12 for the entire pint that I'm making. Mine's a little bit higher, but you can add whatever you'd like to your strawberry ice cream. Now I need a whole batch of my pie crust to make my big batch of ice cream, but you can probably get away with a half batch or even 1/3 of a batch if you want. But I just roll it out about the size of a 9-inch pie crust and bake it. I bake it at 300. You can probably do it at 325. And just keep an eye on it until it's golden brown. I just finished baking 6 loaves of bread. Okay, I can tell here that it's pretty much ready to go. I see steam coming up, bubbly around the edges. It's about ready to simmer, so it's far enough. Now, just want to get everything dissolved and kind of warm. Bring the pot closer to my bowl. You whisk and drizzle. And once your bowl is hot, you know it's tempered. At this point, you put in your extracts. And then I'm just going to put in a few drops of red. I made a little bit too much. Oopsies. I always forget that dye doesn't drip, it just squirts. While we strain it, you got some bits of egg white, stuff like that in there you don't want. So, I say in all my videos all the different ways you can do this. I'm just gonna chill it in the refrigerator with plastic wrap directly on top. You can also do it over an ice bath and it'll cool quicker. You just want it down to refrigerator temperature. I very rarely do an ice bath anymore because with working in a bakery, there's always other stuff I can be making while this is chilling. So I usually just make it a day ahead, put the plastic wrap right down on top and chill it. And then it'll be nice and cool when I come back the next day and I can churn it. Hopefully it'll be done by end of day and I can churn it before I leave today so I can have my video finished. So my ice cream base is taking a while to cool. It's been like all day. But as it cools, I get my containers ready. Not that this matters much for you, but I need all these set and ready to go. So I write on all of my pints. I do 8 of them for this recipe, and then I have all my lids here. I'm almost out of my stickers, but I put my stickers on all my ice creams. So I have that ready to go. This is pretty much the last thing I have to do today. So I'm getting it ready now, even though my ice cream is not churning yet. You will want a container in your freezer ready to catch about 6 cups is probably what you'll get out of your batch of ice cream if you're doing it in KitchenAid or Cuisinart. ice cream maker. So a 6-cup bowl in the freezer ready to go to churn your ice cream. Just ordered more stickers. This is all I got. These are like biodegradable, eco-friendly containers. I don't like them very much because my lids don't like sit tight on them. Like some of them do, and like some of them like literally just like pop right off. Helping the environment. That's all you can ask for, right? So that's that for now, and I'll be back when I got to churn my ice cream. Okay, this is the ice cream base. Usually I let it sit overnight, but I want to finish this today. It's at about 50, which it should be at 42 for your home churner. I'm hoping, since I have an industrial one, it'll be fine. So go over to my ice cream maker. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Oh boy. So if you want to see how to make ice cream at home, I'm gonna put my playlist right here for my ice cream videos because I have a lot of them and I usually use my KitchenAid at home. So put this on for 20 minutes and go back over here. I already have all my containers lined up. I'm going to break up my pie crust, my flaky pie crust, into pieces to layer into my ice cream. If you want to see a very similar ice cream recipe with the pie crust, my pumpkin pie ice cream has pie crust in it. I think I used my coconut crust pie crust, but that one is a little bit higher in carbs. Be back when it's done churning. Okay, ice cream is done. I do about a third, 3/4 full in each bucket. I'm just gonna put a little bit. You'll probably need like 1/3 of a cup. I just want a couple streaks going through. Leave that in the freezer until the last is done. I'm going to show you how I layer it real quick. I'm just going to do 4 right now. Put a little bit of rhubarb in there. And sprinkle in some pie. And then repeat. Yours will be a little bit thicker than this, I think, but pretty close. So we're just gonna keep doing that. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Let me know in the comments below if you give it a try, and let me know what you think. Even just the strawberry ice cream, it is delicious just on its own. Don't forget to check out my Amazon links and the blog link to the full recipe in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss an upload. And I also have a Perfect Keto link down in the description box below to get you 20% off. So if you want to use the Perfect Keto MCT oil, you use my code, you get 20% off. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll be back for many more keto dessert recipes. Bye guys.